So in this video we have to study about the long text in the condition records. What are long text? Text specifically means some descriptive matter that can be put along on the condition record so that they can describe you something for later purposes. So here we study that long texts are descriptive text that can be maintained for information on the condition record system. That means we have to maintain some kind of information on the condition records. Information on licenses. License simply means the validity of the condition records, in what conditions those condition records are valid. Information on invalidity means whether some condition records have expired in some due date of time or are still remaining. So information on licenses means validity, and information on invalidity means whether the condition records, if they have expired, then they have to be deleted. That kind of descriptive tests have to be performed in the condition record system. Invalidity also corresponds to the time period that we allocate for the prices in the condition records. We can also maintain that invalidity period in separate list called the long text that can say that this type of validity from, for example, March 1 to March 30 have now been expired. So this statement will be saved as the long text along with the condition record. Then the fourth is agreements such as promotion, sales deal and rebate agreements done. All these kind of legal documents that we carry out in between the customer and the organization, these agreements are also stored as the long texts. So by these 4 points we get a viewpoint that long texts are nothing but some descriptive information, some legal document that helps us to bind to the SAP system for getting the information today or later on any point of time. Long text can be used in, for example, they can be copied to credit memo request for rebate payments and then to the rebate credit memo. What this point is trying to say is, for example, some customer has returned the goods to the organization. Now the company has to process the return order. When the company will process the return order, the company will give either the rebate in the second order or will directly refund the pertaining amount. So what will happen? A long text will be created whenever the return order is created. Along with the long text, whenever the return order is created, that long text will be copied to the credit memo request. As we have to give the payment to the customer, credit memo has to be created. So when the credit memo has to be created, first the credit memo request will be made. That credit memo request will get the information from the long text or the information that we have got from the return order, and that long text or that information will be directly passed on or copied on to the credit memo whenever we have to process the rebate or refund. Second point is, when the condition records are created with reference, text is not copied. Suppose I told you how condition records can be created with reference. For example, from one condition record we can create other condition records. In that case, when the condition records are created with reference to some parent condition record, the long texts are not copied. We can define new long text for the new condition records that we have created with reference. This is the point. I hope you got clear in this. What are long text? Only some descriptive information to get some viewpoint in future. Then in this slide we have to study about the net price list. As the term suggests, what is net price list? A net price is a price that the customer has to pay whenever the product has to be given to the customer from the organization or the company. Here is the definition. Net price list enables you to create a price information. We have to create a price information, so we will use net price list for a customer based on selected quantity of materials. For example, some customer wants to buy some selected quantity of material, or some customer group always buys some specific quantity of material, then we can create the pricing information using this net price list. A price list will always have all the pricing information related to all the materials that a customer buys. So the system determines the net price by simulating the billing document. Whenever we want to see the net price list for a particular customer, for example, what we will do, we will ask the SAP system to generate the billing document, and while generating the billing document, the SAP system will create a net price list. Now let us see how those net price lists are created. First entity that we need is sales area. Obviously we need a sales area for doing the billing. without the sales area, under whose name we will do the billing, which organization will be selling the goods, which sales organization, which distribution channel, which division is selling out the good, we don't know without the sales area. So first of all, we should know the sales area. Then we should know all the customer details, that who is buying those goods from that sales area, whether that customer is a regular one or a wholesaler or a retailer or a customer who doesn't pay the perfect amount anytime. We can create the price list based on the type of customer or a specific customer also. Then material we need, obviously in the price list we will formulate the materials and then only their prices would be made out. For example, iPhone would be charged for this amount, iPod would be charged for this amount, iMac would be charged for this much amount. So we need to know the materials also. Then we should know the plant which is manufacturing those goods. For example, some plant in some city can manufacture the goods at lower cost than the plant in the other city because of some tax information related to the local government. So we need to know about the plant, and then we need to know the pricing date and order type. Pricing date and order type means, suppose a customer purchases the goods today the validity of that condition record says that the iPhone would be charged at $1,500 per piece, but again the customer comes after 1 month, then the condition record says that iPhone would be charged at $1,200 per piece. So there are two types of prices that are determined by the pricing date. We have a date, a specific date, a specific time period validity when the prices can vary. And the order type simply means the type of order that we want to get. It can be return order, purchase order, normal order, standard order. We have already studied about the order types. So we need to know about these 5 entities. Using these 5 entities, I hope so you can create the billing document. If you know the sales area, you know the customer number, you know the materials, you know the plants, you know the pricing date and order type, obviously the billing document can be formulated. This we have already seen the SAP LMS menu, that how we create the billing documents using these. In the header we will put the sales area and customer, item level will carry the material, and in the plant description we can share the plant information from where the goods have to be manufactured, and the pricing date and order types have to be entered through customizing menu or manually. So when the billing document is simulated, this pricing list is putted as output by the SAP system. Material number 1401, 1402, 1403 and 1404. There is a specific description that 1401 is iPhone, 1402 is iMac, this is iPad, this is iPod. This is the price of iPhone, iMac, iPad and iPod, currencies dollars, and this is the amount of tax that would be charged on one specific piece. For example, on $600 is the price of one iPhone, then $60 would be the tax. $15,000 is price of one iMac and $1,500 would be the tax. So this is the price list for one specific customer or a customer group for the material that the customer or customer group is buying and manufactured in this plant. The validity of prices is determined the pricing date and order type, and the billing will be done in the relevant sales area. I hope this is clear to you, that how by simulating a billing document we can find out this price list. So price list is nothing. Whenever we create a billing document, it is a small view of that billing document. So we see that billing document as a small view, just like in a database we see a big table and we want to get some only relevant information out of the table. We create a view of that table. Similarly, from the billing document we are creating a normal view, and we are calling that view as the price list, where we can only see the prices. I hope the concept of long text and the net price list is clear to you and you don't have any doubt in this video. This video was pretty much short due to shortage of time. In the next video, we will cover up the remaining part of the unit. Thank you.